First time sex for virgins on their wedding night is different from those who have had it before that time. You see, I'll call it a case of expectation versus reality. I'll use myself as an example. I had my expectations there, seeing romantic movies and what you read on social media, you feel this is all about sex, but that's not true. Kissing and the romance you just see pass by your eyes is not what sex is for first timers, for virgins. When on my wedding night, it was something else. All my expectations were trashed down because what I saw that night, I was clearly telling my husband, is this what sex is? This is what sex is. What is there to enjoy about sex? Because I did not enjoy my first time sex. I did not. It was so painful. I wasn't expecting the pain. And so when I saw what was happening before me, I was like, God, what is this? And because of that, I didn't know what to do. Yes, we tried the lubricants, we tried the romance, the kissing to get the body ready so that the penetration can take place. But all of these things did not succeed on that night. I remember clearly my husband was telling me I was being tensed. I was not calm. I saw what happened on first trial and I ran away. And this kept us going for 7, 8, 9 days. I remember 9 days. I remember that day we're trying it out. My husband was like, babe, release your leg. Release your leg. I was like, how do you want me to release my legs? And he was like, calm. You're not calm. You're not calm. Release your body. Be calm. Release your body. Be calm. It's not easy for virgins who are trying to have sex for the first time. I want you to know that yes, you will have your expectations, but the reality before you is quite different. And this is where an understanding man will come in. Men, don't expect to rush her. Don't expect to try to enjoy yourself in that moment. And it's going to take a whole lot of understanding. It's going to take a whole lot of patience. And it's going to take you teaching her what to do, especially if you're experienced and she's not. It's not a time for you to say, I want to enjoy myself. It's not a time for you to grumble and say, my wife is not performing her wifely duty. No. This is her first time. It was my first time. My husband was patient with me. He was trying to teach me what to do. He was trying to teach me how to be calm. I literally had to do a mind renewal because all what I was expecting was not it. Was not what I got. It was not what I saw. It was not what I experienced. It was painful. I know you're there somewhere saying, my first time, I'm going to buy my lingeries, I'm going to do like this. All of those things are good. Prepare for it. But what I want you to know is that if you're a virgin and this is what you're going to be doing for the first time on your wedding night, I want you to know some ladies have their way on the first night. Oh, beautiful story. Meanwhile, some, they stay for 3 weeks, they stay for 4 weeks. I've had a case of 4 weeks. I had someone saying to me, she came for counseling because of first time sex as a virgin. 4 weeks and nothing has happened. And she was really worried because she felt, oh, she's not satisfying her husband. Please, guys, please, husbands, I think this is the time where you need to be understanding. This is the time where you need to know that her body needs to be ready for this. You need to teach her what to do. You have to try different methods. You have to try being gentle. First time sex is not for virgin. It's not a time to try trial styles. Get it right first. Get the penetration right first. Get the positioning right first. Get her body right first before saying you want to try out different styles and all of that. For me, it was a case of patience. For me, it was a case of understanding. For me, it was a case where my husband needed to teach me. I was really shy. I was shy. I was like, if this is it, God, please. I don't want to. And the vagina is also something that once your husband penetrates inside of it, if he doesn't continue, it closes back. It's advisable that when you start, you continue for a while so the place becomes flexible to the size of his reproductive organ.
How painful was it for you?
Pain is relative. There are some bold women who would just say, let me get done with this night. Let me just get through with this. I don't want to carry it over. I don't want to think about it. But you see, there are some persons who cannot bear this pain. For me, I couldn't just that night. My husband is a witness to it. I couldn't bear it. In fact, it took me 1 week plus. It took me 1 week plus to overcome, to go through this journey called first time sex for a virgin. I think that was just my own, that was my own story. It wasn't enjoyable at first. I wouldn't recommend. If that is the only thing I had that day and I move on with my life, I wouldn't recommend. I realized that it is your growth in marriage. It is your consistency in marriage that opens up the beauty of sex. I think that's my own story.